In a world that never stops moving, peace can feel like something we've lost. We chase success, love, and validation, yet the more we run, the emptier we feel. But what if peace isn't something to be found out there, but something that has always been within you? For over 2,500 years, the wisdom of the Buddha has guided countless people to rediscover that inner stillness. In this video, we'll explore 5 timeless Buddhist teachings that reveal how to let go of suffering, transform pain into wisdom, and awaken a peace that nothing can shake. Stay with us, because once you understand these truths, you'll see that enlightenment isn't a distant goal. It's your natural state. 1. Let go attachment is the root of suffering. We suffer not because life is cruel, but because we cling to what is always meant to change. The Buddha once said, "Attachment is the root of suffering." This truth is simple yet profoundly difficult to live by. We hold on to people, to moments, to versions of ourselves that no longer exist. We crave certainty in a world built on impermanence. And when life dares to shift as it always will, we feel pain. But the pain doesn't come from change itself. It comes from our resistance to it. Just like trying to hold water in our hands, the tighter we grasp, the faster it slips away. Letting go is not an act of loss, it's an act of trust. It is choosing to trust the flow of life, rather than our fear of it. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. The moment we release our demand that things stay the same, something miraculous happens, peace arises. Suddenly the heart becomes lighter, the mind becomes quiet, and we realize that nothing outside of us was ever holding our peace hostage, only our own attachment was. To let go doesn't mean to stop caring. It means to stop clinging. It means to love without trying to possess, to experience without needing to control, to live fully in this breath and let the next one come as it will. So take a deep breath. Feel the truth of this moment. Freedom begins not when life changes, but when you do. 2. Desire. Wisely, not all desires are equal. Desire moves the world. Every action, every dream, every step forward begins with wanting something. The Buddha never said that desire itself is wrong, only that blind craving leads to suffering. He taught, it is craving, not desire itself, that leads to sorrow. We often confuse desire with attachment. We chase comfort, recognition, pleasure, believing that if we could just have this one thing, peace would finally be ours. But the truth is, when our desire comes from emptiness, it can never be filled. The more we feed it, the hungrier it becomes. Yet, desire can also be sacred. When guided by awareness, it becomes the energy of awakening. The desire to understand, to love, to grow, to free ourselves and others from suffering. These are the pure flames that light the spiritual path. When our desire is for understanding and compassion, we are already on the path of enlightenment. Such desire doesn't trap us. It liberates us. It transforms longing into purpose and turns our restless energy into mindful creation. So the question isn't, should I stop desiring? But what am I desiring for? Every thought, every goal, every impulse plants a seed, and what grows depends on the soil of our intention. When you redirect desire toward what truly matters, kindness, presence, wisdom, you'll find that peace doesn't require you to abandon life. It only asks that you stop chasing illusions and start nurturing what is real. Take a quiet moment. Ask yourself, what do I truly seek? The answer will reveal the direction of your heart. 3. Use pain as your teacher. Pain is not a punishment. It is a mirror showing us where we are still bound, where our hearts still cling, where wisdom has yet to bloom. The Buddha never taught that suffering was to be feared or avoided. He taught that suffering is to be understood. In the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, his very first sermon, he declared, "This, monks, is the noble truth of suffering. Birth is suffering. Aging is suffering. Death is suffering. Sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair are suffering. Attachment to the 5 aggregates of clinging is suffering. Becoming is suffering. Rebirth is suffering. Suffering, death is suffering. Sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair are suffering." He did not stop there. He went on to reveal that by understanding the nature of suffering, not running from it, we find the path to liberation. Pain, then, is not our enemy. It is our greatest teacher. Just as the lotus rises from the mud, the human spirit awakens through adversity. Without the mud, there can be no lotus. Without pain, there can be no depth, no compassion, no real awakening. What you call suffering is often life trying to stretch your soul, asking you to release what no longer serves your becoming. In the Dhammapada, it is said, "By oneself is evil done, by oneself is one defiled, by oneself is evil left undone, by oneself is one purified." Purity and impurity depend on oneself. No one can purify another. Pain invites this personal purification not by blame, but by awareness. When we turn toward our pain with mindfulness instead of resistance, something shifts. The wound becomes wisdom. The ache becomes empathy. What once broke you now opens you. So, don't escape your pain. Sit with it. Listen to what it's trying to teach you. Because when you do, you'll see that suffering was never here to destroy you. It was here to awaken you. 4. Train the mind. True happiness is inner discipline. The Buddha taught, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. This is not poetry, it is a precise observation of how reality works. The outer world is only the reflection of the mind that perceives it. When the mind is restless, the world appears chaotic. When the mind is still, even storms feel quiet. Meditation, therefore, is not an escape from life. It is the art of meeting life fully, without being enslaved by our reactions. Through discipline, we learn to witness thoughts instead of obeying them, to feel emotions without drowning in them, and to see clearly that peace has never left us. It was merely hidden beneath the noise. In the Majjhima Nikaya, the Buddha said, "A mind unshaken by the ups and downs of life, sorrowless, stainless, and secure, this is the greatest happiness." True happiness is not comfort, not distraction, not the absence of difficulty. It is the inner steadiness of a mind that no longer depends on circumstances to feel at peace. Training the mind takes patience. The first step is awareness, noticing the endless waves of thought. The second is compassion, not judging the mind for its restlessness. And the third is discipline returning, again and again, to stillness. Like taming a wild horse, it requires gentleness and persistence, not force. When the mind is trained, freedom appears naturally. You can't control the world, but you can master the way you experience it. So, take this moment to breathe. Feel the quiet between thoughts. That stillness, subtle, vast, unshakable, is where true happiness lives. 5. Karma is real, every choice. Plants a seed. Karma is not a system of divine reward or punishment. It is the law of natural balance, the reflection of our intentions returning to us through the unfolding of life. The Buddha said in the Dhammapada, "Mind precedes all mental states." If with an impure mind a person speaks or acts, suffering follows him like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. If with a pure mind a person speaks or acts, happiness follows him like a shadow that never leaves. Every moment is a seed. What you think, what you say, and what you do are like small drops falling into the ocean of your destiny. They may seem invisible now, but in time they gather strength and shape the current of your life. We often expect instant results, quick rewards for kindness, immediate justice for harm. But karma moves at its own pace, guided by the subtle rhythms of intention. A seed planted today may take a season, a year, or even a lifetime to bloom. Trust that nothing is ever lost. Every act of goodness, no matter how small, adds light to the world, and that light will find its way back to you. The wise cultivate their inner garden carefully. They know that resentment breeds bitterness, but compassion nourishes peace. They choose thoughts that heal rather than harm, words that uplift rather than wound, and actions that create harmony instead of division. So ask yourself, what kind of seeds am I planting today? Because karma is not fate, it's freedom. It gives you the power to shape your life through conscious choice. And when you begin to live with this awareness, something changes. Life stops feeling random. The chaos turns to clarity. You realize you are both the gardener and the garden, the cause and the fruit, the creator and the created. Choose wisely, because in every breath, you are writing the story of your awakening. In the end, peace is not found in changing the world, but in transforming the mind that sees it. When you let go, you are free. When you desire wisely, you find purpose. When you face pain, you awaken strength. When you train your mind, peace becomes your nature. And through every choice, you plant the seeds of your own destiny. You are not here to escape life. You are here to awaken through it. So breathe. And remember, everything you seek is already within you. If this message touched your heart, subscribe to the guiding light, and let's continue walking this path of wisdom and peace together.